Cody is a mess, dude.
I like when he runs through here. You know he likes it running through this because he goes like this. He slaps his feet into the water.
He's gone. He's getting big, man. Feel better with some food and water, Bug?
Yeah. Yep.
See how he stomps in it?
Yeah. Oh god, he's just like in it.
I know, he like laid in it.
Trying to get him going, but it's hard to get him going, but he does it on his own.
Hi. Hi, you dude.
So we're slowly but surely bringing that pile over here and throwing it in. Oh, wow. That pile was, shoot, maybe 4 feet higher and way bigger around. We did a lot.
How come the pile's over there if that pile's over there?
Huh?
How come that pile's right there if the pile's over there?
What do you mean?
Why'd you make it so hard?
Nibbling on his shirt.
So you met over there at Costco?
Yeah.
I bet you these wild crickets taste a lot better than the PetSmart crickets.
Right. More delicious and nutritious.
Natural.
I think eventually I'm going to get all this crap off. I want this all closed in.
No, I don't either. Behave. Get it out of his face, especially that. You can cut somebody. This is the pool room, and it's outside. Half of the room looks like this, closed off because that's how they had it. And then the hubby has pulled off the further side and this side, and this actually looks out to the pool area. You can see Cody. Cody! You hear me? He's deaf. So this looks out to the pool area, the deck and all that. All of that is going to be changed out very soon. All the pebbles are going to be ripped up. That deck, the stairway is going to get redone. We're getting cement flooring put out here. Even though we like that raised part of the deck, it just brews too much stuff, too many critters, and there's already enough of that out here, so we just don't want to keep enabling more critters, especially when we have to pay for exterminating. So, it does like a red and black spider.
Oh my god.
Something in there.
Yeah. Big ass spider with like 2 nests.
Oh god. Spray it.
Ripping all this crap off so they can't go in there anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what's going on out here. We have the work equipment, the old cabinets, nothing really final. We're not going to finalize this area until we actually get the house painted and outside done, and then this would be kind of like a workout, entertainment area, and we shall see what's going to go on here because we don't know. And this area actually has a nice sized storage closet, and it has a restroom. Oh, we don't have a mirror down here, babe.
Ooh, it's a big old spider.
You hear me?
Show them what kind of spiders we have here.
Oh yeah.
He's handicapped. She's missing a leg.
Missing a leg.
He's a 7-legger.
Look at him. Are you gonna kick him that way?
No.
You squish him?
Yeah.
Look at this huge walking stick, guys. This thing is like, this is a little one compared to the one that fell on my arm. The one that fell on my arm was like double the size of that. So anyway, this is what the pool room looks like. All of this stuff is gonna be cleaned up, changed out, and all that good stuff. And this actually leads to the lower part of the house. We have that way upstairs to the front door. We have this way, which is the way that we go in. And then we have this way upstairs to the back doors. There's 3 doors on that side that lead to the exterior. And then it wraps around the front. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on out here, and we are waiting for something to happen so that we can kind of just focus on this. We're not trying to bombard ourselves and overwhelm ourselves with things to do. So we're just kind of going through a checklist, you know, getting one thing done at a time, especially when it comes to the big stuff. So all of this is going to be ripped out. Even though I really like this little raised area, we're going to put cement flooring. This is going to be a nice seating area with some wall decor and stuff like that. So yeah, that is pretty much what we're looking at for out here. I'll cover it more when we're actually working out here. For now, I thought I'd just kind of give you guys a little look, see. And then the cool thing is that we have storage like this all the way across. Isn't that cool? Like all the way across. It's super deep and super long. The hubby did some burning yesterday. Burned some piles of trees and all that we had to cut down. Showed you guys a little bit of that in the first bits of the vlog. And yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Cody, you pay outside, Cody. Cody, pay.
Alright guys, so I thought I'd give you a quick look into the laundry room. So it's not done at all because I cannot decide on a lot of pieces. So I showed you guys this really working well, working very, very well for us. So that's that wall. And this is what the washer and dryer area look like now. I'm still not set on the decor. I just put that up there. I've been experimenting with like pieces here and there and stuff. I've been putting it up there, changing it out. Like I need to go through a few pieces to finalize stuff. But yesterday, the small boys went with a friend of ours to a birthday party, and then we had the bigger kids, my sister and my oldest son, and we went out to eat. We kind of had to talk to him about his future and stuff over dinner and all this other stuff, right? So we had them, and I just enjoyed the day yesterday. I really didn't do anything. Plus, you know, lady problems, you don't want to do jack, like, at all. So if I can get away with it, I'm not doing nothing. So anyway, we didn't, just nothing, to be honest. I haven't done anything. So I did flip the table over because it was really bothering me. Something was bothering me about having it in here, and it was flipped over and it's pure white, right? So the whole room just looked off to me. That being said, when I flipped it, I was like, that's it. That's what's wrong with it. I couldn't focus on anything else because my brain was stuck on the reason behind not liking this area. Like, I did not like it. So what we're gonna do is, the hubby's gonna use this IKEA desktop as a base, and he's going to take the same wood pieces that we used for this, which they kind of like shove into each other. The same pieces that we used for that, and create a tabletop for the folding table. And I'm gonna be super happy. So once we do that, he wants to see what it looks like striped, like I did the wall, because he said he absolutely loved that. So I'm kind of glad it worked itself out that way. It kind of just randomly worked out. If you look at the wood up close, you can see that they interlock, and in between them they have these grooves. It simply just didn't get into the groove, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. So let me try it, see what it looks like, and see if I want to keep it like that. Did the whole thing, loved it. So I left it as is, and I was going to leave it like that until he saw it to see if he liked it. He loved it, so I left it. I did put everybody's name on the hooks. So you can see there we have Daddy, Mommy, Damien, Adam, Steven, Aiden, and Ryan Jr. And they're actually numbered in order of kid. Damien, firstborn, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Cute. And then I just have these little side hooks here for the dog leashes and stuff. It's really not a hook, it's actually a part of the shelving, but it works perfectly as a hook. So anyway, what I was saying was he's gonna go ahead and build me a tabletop, and it's gonna look awesome, because that one thing literally had my brain blocked for like 2 days where I could not focus on anything else because of that desktop. I found this really cool little laundry basket for $3 at, or was it $3.99? I think $3 or $4. Anyway, at the 99-cent only store, and it wound up being the perfect basket for this room because it's laundry themed. It has a little canvas bag in there, and then it raises the tree a little bit because I left it in the basket so it doesn't go all the way down, and it keeps it kind of higher up, which is exactly what I wanted, to add a little height. Don't mind the dirty mirror. It just is what it is. I haven't cleaned it yet because I don't know what I'm doing with this space yet. And then I threw some extra stuff in here. So what I'm gonna wind up doing is I have a lot of these cool laundry bags. They're white, and they are, you can, what do you call these? Drawstrings. And anyway, what I'm gonna do is keep our comforters and pillows or blankets that we change out not too often, but they're really bulky, in bags like this, and have them in here. I don't know how I'm gonna set them up yet. I kind of just threw it in there and shoved it into the hole for now. And I have a lot of those that I actually got from King Dollar, which I keep in here, which is also unorganized because I have no clue what I'm doing with any of this stuff yet. And that's gonna be my thing for this shelf. So not so often used comforters with pillowcases, or bed sheets with pillowcases. Whatever sets are gonna go into an individual bag, all together, shoved into a cubby, and I think it'll work out great. I'm gonna hang a little tag from it, label what it is. Okay. We have a little electric area here. The hubby's gonna drill a hole into the back board and have all that stuff charging. It's flashlights. It's gonna be a drill that we're having for inside tools and stuff. And I think I kind of ran this by you. Again, I have not done the granite grip on the ground yet. We are doing the granite grip on the cinder blocks. And as we move furniture pieces and stuff through here, you see we're scratching up everything. But we are going to touch up all of that with the final can of granite grip. And then Cody made a mess back here while we were gone today, so much for that. But this is going to be our inside tool area, broom utility area. So that's what's going on in here. I have to admit, it's super adorable when you come down here. It's just not final. Things are kind of just like still being pieced together, but even when you come down here and it's like this, it actually feels kind of pleasant. So once I get the granite grip and stuff done, it's gonna make everything look a lot more complete, because I mean, it's already looking really cute. So that is it for the laundry room. I thought you guys would want a really fun update. A lot of you asked me though how I got it to look like that, and to be honest, it just is like that. We found these new pieces of pre-cut wood, and they interlock, and they're only $4, like $4.30 something, for 8 feet, which was insane. I mean, that's so awesome. So we decided to go ahead and use that for my faux wood wall. Funny thing is, I have great ideas for things, right? And then stuff just kind of works itself out how it wants. Because initially we were going to put the faux wall on this wall, but then I remember I had this huge mirror, and I just thought it would make it look more cozy and nice. So I put the huge mirror on this wall to take up a lot of space because it's just a really big wall. So I thought that it would work better to have the mirror over here, and it kind of reflects, opens up the space a little bit more. And the wood wall wound up going perfect on this side, and I couldn't have asked for a better little layout. I mean, it's so cute. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. This is off to the side of our food stockpile. So I just hung a sheer curtain here to kind of just distract from that a little bit. We're gonna work out a way to have it look cuter, but for now, it was just a thought, and I did it, and then I just left it. So yeah, it's our house. We can live in it. It's fully functional. It's just not complete. So that is it for this area here, guys, and I think it is coming out so cute. So I did get you guys' input, or y'all's input, for the calyx, and I couldn't leave it on the floor. I just couldn't. I told you I was really debating, and I was kind of torn about having it raised, so I had to raise it. It was just a really easy decision. I wanted that height in the first place. I didn't have it when I put it on the floor, so I had to raise it up. So I wound up just raising everything. And this is the lower level of the house. It is not a basement. It is actually an above ground basement style room. Call it a wash away room. So that's what that is. This area did flood during Harvey. It was about 2.5, 3 feet. And that was pretty extreme. Now, with all this heavy rain that we've had recently, we found that the back acre actually holds all the water. The front actually distributes the water very well. So everything builds up back there first before over here, which means we're on higher ground over here, which is pretty awesome because this is where the house is, you know? So it's pretty important to have all the water back there, like just leave it back there. So that being said, this is what the laundry room is looking like. There's a lot going on because it's not final. We're still planning stuff. We have tools and stuff out, and I say this almost in every single vlog because we do all of this work ourselves. So we have to squeeze it in where we can get it in, and sometimes I'm not inspired. And for the past 3 days, if you get my drift, I haven't been wanting to do anything, like even get up and walk around, because I just didn't. So yeah, real life. Anyway, that's what it's looking like. I hope you guys enjoy seeing the update, and I'll probably run you through my office really quick. Okay, so this is what the office is looking like. I started unpacking every single thing, and I have started categorizing a lot of the things onto the shelves. Now this room is totally different from my office previously, so it's a whole new game plan that I'm trying to work out. The floor is a disaster zone. So yeah, I'll explain to you a little bit of what my plans are. I don't know if I can find my plans because I actually drew them up. One of you were asking me if it actually helps to draw up stuff because you kind of just move stuff until it, you know, you feel like it's where it needs to be. And yes and no. Sometimes it just helps to do it and go with it. But sometimes if I can't get a hold on what I need for a space, I do then start to draw it up, and I get all of the big structured pieces in place, and then I start to break down the categories, so it helps me just clear my thoughts and actually get a lot of these things into a place, because it can be very overwhelming very fast. You guys know I love crafting, I love planning, I love all things creative and fun, whether it's junk journaling or happy planning or whatever, or combining the two, whatever. I love doing all that. I do a lot of craft supply hauls because I love to show you guys how to stock up on your craft supplies, planner supplies, girly stuff on a budget. Because I mean, we like to enjoy things too in life, right? And it's so easy to get lost in the everyday rat race and just forget all about yourself. And sometimes you just need to do a little project to inspire yourself and get that little flame going again. So yes, it helps to draw it out. I don't even want to show you what I'm working with here, guys. Oh my goodness. It's so, a lot of you probably just like pass out once you see what's on the floor, but there's a method to the madness. Okay. So on this wall is all the stuff that's going to go on here. So all of that wood is actually my shelving unit that I had built, or the hubby built for me at the other house. We had a game room upstairs on the second floor, and that's where we built my office. So that is going to be pieced together into about a 3-foot shelving system, but instead of going from floor to ceiling, because the ceiling in here is not a high ceiling like it was in the game room over there, it's going to go about 3 to 3.5 feet high, and it's going to have a lot of different shelves, like a lot of little shelves. And that's where I'm going to store all of my fabric items and seasonal boxes and like big boxes. And then above here, I'm going to have a full wall of IKEA baskets, which are those there. And that's where I store all of my wrapping paper, craft roll, paper rolls, Cricut, vinyl, and all that other stuff. All of the baskets are going to be hung on this wall. I'm going to try to do 2 rows of 5, which will give me 10 baskets. And that will leave me a little gap on the top of the shelving unit. And that's where I'm going to have the Cricut pins, my laminator, and then some laminating sheets all right there, because now we have the study, so all my office related stuff isn't going to be in here anymore. It's out in the study area, which I've already organized. I can show you that. That'd be fun to see. So everything over here, this is going to be my punch board wall. So I have that huge shelving unit there, right? And it's going to go right there. And then next to that, I have this smaller shelving unit, which is going to go right there on the wall, not with this. This is coming out of there. That's the desk that I work on. And then above that, I'm going to have the pegboard. No, the shelving unit, see how tall it is? It's going to come to like right here. And then over here, I'm going to have the pegboard. Over here, I'm probably going to have some kind of decor. Under the pegboard, I'm going to have that shelving unit. And then in between, I'm going to have my little L brackets folded up that I use to hold my my little boutique thing. What is it called? Texture boutique. It's gonna go there, and then behind the door is going to be all my punch boards and like cutting boards and stuff. Not cutting boards, all my punch boards, like the We Are Memory Keeper boards. They're gonna go hung up back there because a long time ago I actually drilled holes into them, and I'll show you. I drilled tiny little holes into them, and I hung, or I put little hanger rings into them so I could put them on a nail head and nail them to the wall. Super easy. All I did was hot glue it in there. See? And so now they all have their own little hook where I can hang them and have them nicely stored on the wall, out of the way, not taking any shelf space. So that's what's going on with that wall. And then I still don't want to show you what's going on here. All my paper boxes and stuff are all down there. I started sorting overflow pins and all of that. So there's a lot going on here, guys. I don't think I'm going to show you because some of you might freak out. So we're just going to leave it at that. All I'm doing is separating, categorizing, and all that good stuff. So basically inks and all things writing, drawing, coloring, painting, all that's going to go there. This is my washi shelf. All the washi goes there. All those are not refill, but overflow washi containers. It was really hard to condense those down. I did a ton of washi giveaways, like 1,000 washi given away a while back, right before I moved. It was almost like I was purging just in time. You know, God has a plan, so I just go with it. And then here's all things planner related, and planner stickers and journals and adult coloring books, binders, this stuff, my adhesives. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it there because I usually have those with the inks and all that good stuff, but as you can see, all that's full, so it probably won't fit there too well. Okay, and then I have my stickers and embellishment stuff on that shelf there. And this is just, I don't know yet. I don't know. I was just getting stuff off of the floor. And then over here, I have all of my vintage stuff. And then at the very top are containers with junk journal themes. I have a pirate theme going on up there. I have a bird theme. And so yeah, there's that. And then you can see I have a ton of other stuff everywhere. But it's all getting separated and categorized. And I'll tell you what, even though it's a madhouse in here, I absolutely love touching everything. Now these are my softbox lights. I have no clue where they're gonna go yet. I don't know. And the best thing is we don't get harsh lighting in this house, so I actually have really nice all day natural lighting, and it's really cool. So that is pretty much it for now, guys. I'm not going to show you the floor. I'm not. Because that's the last thing I need to deal with that crap. Like, some people just can't keep their mouth shut. You know? Like, then why watch? If you made it this far, why watch? And have anything ridiculous to say. Right? Am I the only one? Like, I don't know. So anyway, here's a look at my office, and I'll show you the cabinets real quick where I put the other stuff for the study. Alright guys, so for those of you that don't know, this is the study. It's like an open office, pretty much library kind of thing. And I brought a few things out here. I brought my planner pens because these are my favorite pens to use when planning, and then a ruler, stapler, tape, scissors, stuff like that. And this is my laptop station now, so it's just become that. I sit here, have my laptop here, I upload here, and I can just leave it here and nobody touches it. I don't have to worry about anybody closing it while it's trying to upload for 3 days. And I don't know, guys, country internet, like the interwebs out here are just insane sometimes. Found my planner. I've been working on updating it. If you don't know, I have a combination Happy Planner, Mini Planner, and Junk Journal style planner setup, which I absolutely love. And I show you guys how to do this and create gorgeous inserts like this. So cute. Like this right here, guys. Let me show you. Okay, so this right here is adorable. It's actually a, hold on, I'm getting it. A dashboard, closed dashboard. I'll show you guys how to make that. The junk journal tuck spots, journaling pages. It's been packed away since I created it, and I have a whole series on creating this planner style setup. And then this was before I dipped all the pages, and then I just found it, so I started printing out some pictures to go back and match up the pictures to my social medias and journal about what I remember before it gets too late and I forget. Like, oh look, that's me and the hubby right there. We went there on our special day. It was after Valentine's Day, and we went back to where he proposed to me. That's our spot where we go out there and we just kind of hang out together and talk. It's our date night spot, and that's how the water looked. It was so beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, I kept my planner here now. I have this here that I was actually sent in a friend mail, where we now write everything that we need to communicate to each other or remember generally about what needs to get done, who we need to call, and so on. My typecast, which was a gorgeous birthday present from the hubby, and I put my little thing here just in case we need it, printer, all that stuff. Everything is here just in case we need it now. So there is a look at that. Now, moving into the cabinet, I figured since this is where I'm going to be sitting at mostly, this is going to be on my tax prep stuff, because I do have to report taxes on my channel. I have to make sure I manage it as a business, because it is officially a business now that I monetize. So if you didn't know that, you better learn something about it if you're going to be hit monetized. Like I say every year around tax time, it's all fun and games until you hit monetize. And then this is all of the everyday grab stuff, like refill paper, refill printer paper, tax information binders, envelopes, labels, all that good stuff. So that's what this is. And I was sent these also in a friend mail. It was so cute. So there's that. And then in that one isn't anything really crazy. It's just the modem, the speakers and stuff. So I was really glad I was able to accommodate my office area needs from the channel over here, and like you can't even see it because everything is pink from the office, and it would have really sucked to try to work that in here, because as you can see, our actual everyday style is not pink related at all. That's actually a very CTP thing. That's like coupons to provide personality. It's definitely perfect for the channel and my personality as a girl trying to have fun and, you know, just embrace all things pink. Because this is a house full of males, like from the kids to the hubby to the lizard and the dogs, all male. I'm the only one that gets to play with pink now, so I take full advantage. Anyway, that's what it's looking like in the study area. I think I told you guys I wanted the hubby to actually cut some wood shelving here for me, which also needs to be stained. He took some scrap wood that we already had from some other shelves, and he cut the shelving here so that I could actually store our adorable Bella toaster. because I wanted it off the counter, but I didn't want it in a cabinet to where we'd have to reach for it and try to find it, or, you know, stack it up on top of stuff. So for now, the toaster is going there. And we have this one here on the top that I don't know what it's for yet. I'll figure it out when we get there. Go ahead, bud. And if you've been watching the channel, you guys know I did a DIY china cabinet, which came out awesome. And I finally found the theme for here. If I haven't mentioned it already, this is where I'm going to be putting some of the green glass that I find, because I've been finding some really cool pieces, like these two here. Like, how freaking cute is that? So adorable. And this is just what it's looking like now. A friend of mine actually has this really cool, like, half circle wire rack that these plates are going to fit into perfectly, because it like stands up and they go like this, flat up against the cabinet, and the plates go around like that. It's really cute. So that is what the little cabinet is looking like now with my little thrift finds. So adorable, on a budget. And then I found these eggs from an Easter Michael's clearance bag thing, and I just threw them in there. So that was pretty cool. It looks really cute.